It's one hell of a drop. You're really lucky.
I avoided one hell of a headache.
Whoever set this trap is most definitely playing for keeps. But why this room? Why this house?
There's something in here somebody didn't want me to find.
Let's have a look.
He had to be hiding someplace since I gave it a pretty thorough search. Well.
Where you go?
Robert, have a look at this. Unless I'm crazy, this is a small version of a U.S. mint.
What do you suppose might be on this plate here? I'll wager our favorite rendition of a cross-eyed Andy Jackson. You know what this means, don't you?
That tells me whoever set this little trap for me is the same one who killed Agent Tucker.
What else you got over here? Is this where you found it?
Right in the back here. It's covered with this sheet.
You can get some false light on this.
Robert!
Jimmy! Stop! Jimmy!
Please stop!
How do you know Jimmy? When I was in Atlantic City, I was at the crap table and I was playing craps with him and I stole the cameo out of his pocket.
What cameo? What are you talking about?
Well, I didn't really know what it was at the time.
What are you...
Chris, can you see him?
Yeah, got it.
Where?
Freeze! Freeze! Police!
Jimmy!
Coming down!
Where
Oh, man!
Back off, girls! Freeze! Police! You're
Catherine, get away! Come here, Jimmy. Turn over. Come on. Catherine, get back. Jimmy, turn over. Slowly. Come on.
Iona.
Look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to trip you.
Catherine,
It was you.
please stay out of this. Iona, just keep your hands right.
Wait. What do you think you're doing, Robert? This is Aunt Iona here, all right?
Right now, she's a murder suspect.
Mrs. Huntington,
Murder?
why didn't you stop when we identified ourselves as police officers?
Well, you scared me half to death.
Of course she would be frightened. I mean, who wouldn't be with those two guns staring you in the face,
Look,
right?
just
Come on.
Kate, stay out of this, will you?
All right, wait. Just tell them what they want to know, and then we can just get rid of this whole stupidity, all right?
I really don't have a gun, Robert.
Look, put the hands down. I'm gonna have to ask you a few questions.
Okay. You don't have to answer any questions, all right? You're not being charged or accused with anything.
It's okay, Catherine. I'll answer whatever questions you have, Robert.
Look, what are you doing over here?
Look, you don't have to answer any questions,
Kate,
all right?
stay out of this,
Okay,
please.
I can't stay out of this, all right?
Catherine, it's okay, but just let Robert do his job.
You know anything about a small printing press up in the attic? Is it yours?
I figured you'd find out everything sooner or later anyway.
What are you talking about, a printing press? Now, are you trying to pin something? Are you trying to call Aunt Iona a counterfeiter?
I'm not accusing her of anything right now. Just trying to ask her a few questions, if you don't mind.
Why don't we just do it some other time, all right? My aunt doesn't have anything more to say to you. I really don't think that there's anything left to say, so let's just drop it, all right?
I'm sorry, Iona. Just call this procedure.
It's all right, Robert. I understand.
I most certainly do not understand. I would like to know what you're doing.
I'm holding her for questioning, the major counterfeiting ring, and the murder of the WSB agent. Please, come on. It's just procedure. It's been a long day. You are justifiably upset, Iona. I think we should postpone the interrogation until tomorrow.
Well, now, that's the best idea you've had all day. Come on, Aunt Iona, we're going home.
I don't think I'm going home tonight, sweetheart.
What's that supposed to mean?
What it means is that we have a printing press with a counterfeiting plate in it, and that's a felony. We have a dead WSB officer, poisoned, and that's murder. We have 2 accounts of attempted murder on police officers.
And what you're saying is what?
What I'm saying is that I have 4 serious criminal charges, and I have Iona here smack in the middle of it. I'm sorry, but for this evening, she's going to be the guest of the city.
I never murdered anybody. But the printing press is mine. And I used to print, well, little artificial money every so often.
Iona, you don't have to say anything, all right? Well, Scott Baldwin isn't here, and you asked for a lawyer to come, didn't you? And Robert has no right to question you without a lawyer being present. As far as I know.
It's all right, Catherine. Figured I was going to get caught someday anyway.
Well, just don't say another word, all right?
In this particular instance, Catherine's right. You shouldn't make any sort of a confession without a lawyer present. But until he gets here, I'd think very carefully about what you are going to say. We'll take a formal statement in the morning.
Does that mean that she can go home? No, of course that doesn't. I can't believe you're going to put her in jail, Robert.
Just for one night, it's not going to hurt her.
Robert, just forget about it, all right? Get your stenographers in here. She can give a formal statement. She can be arraigned, and then we can post bail, and we can take her home.
No client of mine makes any statements until I talk to them first.
Officers outside the door will take you to a conference room.
Good, thank you. Come on.
Sorry. Don't worry about it.
I happen to like Iona. I'm not doing this to give someone or everybody something to do in the evening. It's the system.
No, it isn't. It's the way that you're working the system.
She's admitted to counterfeiting.
I don't care what she's admitted to, Robert. She isn't a murderer. But it was bad enough when you were chasing Jimmy around trying to find something to pin on him. He's just a friend of mine. But Iona is my aunt. And you're so much charging her with murder. And I find that really beyond comprehension.
Oh, what a good surprise. Do you know, I've been worrying all day and half the night about you out in the storm.
Oh, Mary, you're making me feel guilty, you Catholic.
Guilty? What do you have to feel guilty about?
But I should have told you. I've been here for hours now. I found this wonderful book in Katie's library. I've been reading it ever since.
Oh, why, what is it?
Les Miserables, Victor Hugo.
Oh, I am so impressed with you, Jimmy. I mean, you know, you're such a success in the fundraising business, and here you are reading books to improve your life. I just think that's wonderful. But, Jimmy, what are you doing in the hallway?
Avery. I was about to go downstairs to pilfer some of your wonderful darling cookies you made the other day.
Pilfer, indeed. Oh, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Oh, but Jimmy, if you want some really good cookies, I made a fresh batch today, and I happen to know where they are.
No, you didn't.
I did, and
Well,
I might
come
have
on.
a nibble myself.
Well, show me.
With some
show me,
skim
show
milk,
me.
because that makes me less backward.
Diana, I feel so terrible about this whole thing. You must feel very humiliated at this point.
Don't worry about me. Besides, this is going to be wonderful material for that book I'm going to write someday. Of course, I may have 25 years in a jail cell to
just
do it.
don't talk like that, please. I still can't believe that you're a counterfeiter. I mean, if you needed the money, why didn't you just ask me for it?
I had money. I just needed a little more. Actually, it's kind of exciting. And besides, I've got that cute lawyer Baldwin working for me, and once I tell my story, everything's going to be okay.
This is not one of your mystery novels, Aunt Iona. This is real life. You've got to treat this thing seriously here. Robert does his job with a vengeance that sometimes really defies reasoning.
Don't be so hard on him.
Right.
He's only doing his job.
Right, he's only doing his job.
Anything I can get you to make things easier?
Yeah, you could take your keys out of your pocket, Commissioner, and let her out of here.
Look, Katie, why don't we get back to the cottage and discuss this?
No, I don't think going back to the cottage would be such a good idea. As a matter of fact, I'm not really ready to discuss anything with you until Aunt Iona gets out of jail and you come to your senses.